Hi, hello, welcome to the Consularship brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today. I was sent to deliver it over a channeled reading. Seems like we got the energies out already. I wasn't even prepared. I didn't feel like I got tuned into the deck, but it hit right away. The energies been getting weird. They're like intense and aggressive, and I don't know. You know, in the realm of toxic personality styles, there's this one type of personality that is like vying for attention, affection, adoration, appreciation, acknowledgement. It's really like dogged and progressive and invasive. And I'm trying to use clean language and I'm trying not to be too. There's something here vying for attention, and it's rather aggressive. It's persistent and invasive. Those are the two that I'm going to use. Let me just grab a sweater. So, toxic is pretty harmful energy. Malevolent, malicious, malignant, doesn't matter, don't care. That's really what it is. We're in a day and age right now where this terminology is new, so it's widely misused, but it is proliferating. So it's kind of like a training wheel dialogue conversation. Like not everybody's going to use it the right way. Doesn't mean we need to stop using it. It's just society's going to have to progress. And it's whatever I'm saying is true because right out the gate, it, the, we have like triangulated confirmations here. um, the Ace of Swords, in and of itself, is a confirmation. So is the Temperance. So is the Sun card. So is the Fool card. So that's like initial inquiry proven, and then three confirmations. But then again, there's these combinations. So the Sun and the Temperance together is a confirmation, an angelic one, and then the any of these cards with the Ace of Swords is a confirmation, and then we have the Full card. So the Full card is basically when you're breaking free, or when your spirit is telling you something. Like the Hangman would be when your soul is telling you something. And then, so these two cards together actually mean like the part of you that is alive. You know how like we are a drop of the ocean, and the ocean is the vast cosmos or the Lord or whatever, and then you have the drop of the ocean. So when these two cards come together, it means the part of you that's alive with God, or the highest aspect, or the God in you is speaking. And then these two cards together, it literally means your eternal self, or like, the part of you that's in paradise, the part of you that's right now in the Garden of Eden, or in the wherever in the future when you're fully ascended and you go into. Okay, so there's something here. Somebody could also have the sun in Sagittarius with the Temperance and the Sun card to a lesser degree midheaven, which would be a Pisces rising. Um, I'm gonna keep shuffling. Yeah, and so whatever I'm getting is whatever I'm getting, because it just seems like there's this energy of wanting to, first of all, get attention. There's some vying here. Like Five of Wands is petty energy. It's also like a struggle. Everybody's kind of going for the same kind of thing. The one who can walk away or be bigger, brighter, and better, or be the bigger person, the better person, the higher vibing person is the one that's going to win. Also, sometimes you just have to walk away because, don't stoop to like something kind of level. And this versus the Five of Cups would kind of be like the Five of Wands is bottom of the barrel. The Five of Cups is crab in a bucket. Okay, so I mean, and then you have this energy here of Four of Swords. It tells me that there's this energy trying to pin us down, put us in some energetic barrier. I do feel like we're about to jump off. That this is what I'm getting. And honestly, like the whole last couple days, the spirit has been telling me like strive and exemplify and align and really perfect. But when I say perfect, I don't mean like be perfect. I mean attain spiritual perfection, which doesn't mean that you're in this constant state of peace. It means that despite whatever's happening, you're unwavering, unfaltered. And that's all fine and dandy, la di da, yada yada. But like when that's the first thing on the mind when I'm waking up, or when that's something that's trying to get me out of bed, or like, homie, you disturb my sleep, I will come for you and run places, dimensions you don't even know exist. I will come for you in ways your mind cannot fathom. Like I'm the kind of hoe I will turn over, reach my hand across the universe, slap you into another dimension, and roll over, go back to sleep. Like that's So I'm feeling that kind of way. I'm not making threats or whatever. I'm like trying to paint a picture, illuminate a concept, an idea. Like that's how to upset a divine being is disturb their peace. And it doesn't mean they're gonna retaliate. Like that's the thing that the demonic kingdom or the infernal kingdom wants us to do. They want us to like, get all hoopty or ghetto or they want us to buck when they knock. Really, it's like very Jerry Springer type of energy. We need to be dramatic and hot-headed and that's why Rada seed is weird to them. When you're Rada, Mami Rada, Mami Dam, Mami Wata, they don't know what to do with that because typically that means we're cold, we're cool, which is akin to peaceful, calm, clean, serene. But it also just means we're non-reactive because if I during my waking hours, if that energy comes at me, I get very curious. Like, what's alive in you? What kind of life have you had to like go around being destructive like that? What are you vying? What kind of attention are you vying for? You clearly need some affirmation, adoration, appreciation, acknowledgement. Why me? But but when I'm sleeping, it's like, okay, dude, I'm trying to rest, and that's what it is. Because listen, I had to get up, take a bath, put on my running clothes, and sit there staring into the abyss, being like, why are you bothering me? Like, like, so, normally when there's a channel reading, I'm just trying to check it off the list, but I'm kind of here begrudgingly a little bit. Because so I didn't call them out, Ace of Swords Fool card, Temperance Sun card. Somebody may have their sun in Sagittarius. Okay. But it does also mean like we've reached spiritual perfection. We're spiritually attuned. And there's an energy right there in the periphery trying to get us to come down to its vibration. And over the next 2 months, there's still going to be like the last remnants of fighting. You know, Sometimes when you purge somebody out of your life, especially like an employee or a roommate or old lover or whatever, they'll sometimes like retaliate. Um, I look at it as a vermifuge. There are certain parasites, when you begin the process of getting rid of them, they will secrete or they will do other harmful things, kind of like a tick or whatever. You have to take it out a certain way, or otherwise it's going to excrete back into the system. Pardon me for speaking so strongly, but that is what I'm getting. We have the Four of Swords, Five of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Magician card. I'm just going to go a little faster. Now we have the Eight of Swords, Emperor. Yeah, so something here is judging this energy. It's just going to take a while before that energy kind of comes to a culmination. With the Tower and the Moon card, so there's some passive aggressiveness here. Really, it's post-traumatic stress. We're wanting just some calm and comfort, because before it was crisis and competition. Hermit, Six of Cups, Two of Cups, Star card. Yeah, so we're chosen over here, and this energy wants to remain attached to us. Yeah, so over the next 2 months, all these energies are going to be coming to a completion, culmination. Over the next 2 weeks, we're going to be entering into some kind of love connection or union. It doesn't always mean, well, we do have the Emperor and the Empress, and now the Lovers card. With the Sun in Gemini, can be with the Sun in the Lovers, it can be a Gemini Sun. We also have a Sagittarius Sun. That's also the twin flame soulmate energy. But we have the Emperor and the Empress out with the Two of Cups. It can be a union. Strength card, Ten of Cups. Okay, so really we have a union here, Chariot. Yeah, so we're moving into some type of soulmate twin flame connection. And it doesn't always mean that, but it does. It does. Really, what it means is that the chosen ones and the ascended ones and the elevated ones are moving into position, or there's just going to be some collective change in that soul group. Okay, what we call that the eternal, the immortal, the ascended, the enlightened, the exalted, the elevated. That's a certain type of soul group, the ones spiraling upwards, or the ones you would have found in the Garden of Eden or Paradiso. And then there's another one, which we call that karmic. And yeah, okay, they could be hoopty and ghetto and all that, but they could also be karmic, which just means that there's lessons for them to learn before they can get back into that effulgent ascending energy. For some reason, they're choosing to believe in illusion, delusion, confusion. They're choosing to be unhealed, unawakened. They're choosing to be miserly, bitter, um, because that's the paradigm and the reality that they're in. They're more attuned to the vibration of lack or of separation than they are of abundance and unity. It can be that they're demonic. It can't even be that they're intentionally demonic, but I didn't say sinister, evil, wicked. That's a different grouping all the same. Those are agents of darkness. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about after a few more lifetimes or a few more decades, these people will be on the up and up. But there's some kind of, comparing. That's the thing about judgment is usually a sign of fear because everything is everything and everything has this like opposite. So, or it's counterbalance or it's twin, it's soulmate. So even like all energy, even when it's a non-corporeal being, it still has an energy and there's something akin to it. So, this is about moving on, moving forward, having some type of spiritual ascension, having some type of initiation, having some type of victory. We move into a breaking free, a new achievements, new accomplishments, and it's going to be built upon spiritual truth. Okay. Right now, we're in this energy of anchoring into the physical, this belonging to the soul group, belonging to a collective of chosen ones. And it's going to require that we kind of pick and choose the energy. Really give to those who are giving to us, or give to those who are in alignment, or give to those who are seeking, who would be open to. Sometimes the solution is not always the answer. Sometimes somebody needs to go through the experience and the cycle. We can't just cut them off and say, hey, do this, do that, instead of what you're doing, and here you'll be at it. Sometimes it doesn't matter. People can only hear what they're ready to hear. People can only see us as they see themselves. Sometimes when we hear what a person's experience is or what they believe or why they are or why they're doing what they're doing to us or at us or around us or whatever, um, we're kind of scratching our head being like, okay, what planet are you on? Because I don't think my spaceship can ever land there. It's like you do better when you know better. And knowing is more than having information. There's a comprehension there. And then when you experience that comprehension, that turns into wisdom. So not everybody is there. There's things they need to overcome. Um, you know, if they're not looking for an answer, they're never going to find it because sometimes they're looking for a reason to justify their behavior, and that's all they're ever going to find. Uh, I said a whole lot there. I feel emptied out. Like that something got transmitted. This breaking up, breaking free, the Fool card is about getting into reconciling into a union or going back towards chosen ones. Six of Cups, definitely. Lover's card, definitely. With the Emperor and the Empress, definitely. There's some kind of also natural born witch here. We were born with spiritual gifts, the Moon and the Star card. We were born with spiritual gifts for sure, the Magician. And that's also something. Like we need to put our energy out into the world, and those who are right for us will see us. You know, the best of people believe the best in you. The quote I've been working with for the last couple of years. You know, be who you are and say what you do because those who matter don't care and those who care don't matter. I always say, you know, you could be the ripest, juiciest peach in the bunch. You could be an award winning, blue ribbon winning peach pie, and still somebody's going to be allergic to peaches. We can't sit there and take it personal. It's their problem, not ours. There's healing for some of these people that are competing with us, 501s, jealous of us, 501s, haters. But they're going to need to sit in it. Uh, yeah, what I mean is what I said. They're going to need to sit in it. There's some type of wound that's healing finally. Trauma is what we call that. Because before there was an open wound, we call that an active trauma. That's the Three of Swords. It's now the Four of Swords, but it's also the Four of Swords, Eight of Swords, Hermit, which means they're being brought up on some kind of review. It could even be charges, but there's no King of Swords, Five of Swords, or Seven of Swords. So there's no charging sheet, there's no criminal complaint in the spiritual court. It's like they had to come into some truth and they self-convict themselves, which is great because they'll eventually become reprobate. They'll eventually get on the up and up. They'll eventually, I wouldn't say repent, but they'll make changes in their life according to their own person. But it'll also be Hermit card according to them, you know, getting to the depths of their own soul. With the Moon card, there is a dark night of the soul here, but it's on our side, which means that they look at us, they don't see us as we really are, they see us as they are. They're perceiving the best of what they can perceive. And you hear them saying perceive, not perspective. I'm saying perception, perceive, not perspective. Okay. So perception is mediocre. That's kindergarten. That's elementary. Perspective is college, is graduate school. They were their own worst enemy, and it was out of a place of competition. El enemigo there, and they were undercover too, so they were not being open and forthright. They weren't seeking, having curiosity, investigation, examination. They were having righteous indignation, and to be honest, they weren't that righteous. Maybe they were halfway there, but two wrongs don't make a right. However, if you make three left turns, it's the same as making one right turn. It's just one spins its wheels a lot and exerts a lot more energy. It's unfortunate. We don't really want to be in that situation, especially have to stay there. But that's what happens sometimes. So we do have union coming. Um, we're in some kind of cycle. And the reason I was talking about people in general before I get to this love is because there is energy out there that's kind of standing in the way towards the twin flame union. The twin flame union, once it anchors in the physical, it does great work in the community, but also it's a vehicle for spiritual attack for the unawakened and unhealed. Sometimes there'll be one person in that connection with a very public, outward facing calling on their life. They both, you don't get a twin flame situation without both parties having a deep calling on their life, but not everybody's calling is a public service one. Not everybody's going to be a prophet, a messiah, a prophetess, you know. Everybody's going to be a seer, everybody's going to have a gift, but not everybody's going to be out there on YouTube or running for government or doing something. Sometimes it's just going to be that they are the matriarch of their family, that they are the big brother who takes over for the cousins and their younger siblings. Sometimes it's going to be the person that rises up the ranks in their place of business so that they can lead an organization and have a stronghold of goodness in the world instead of what we usually see, darkness. You know, my point is sometimes though, if both parties aren't spiritually protected or aren't fully anointed or aren't in the environment surrounding location where they're safe, the other one could be attacked through that twin flame union. See, the twin flame union is like having an extra cord. We always have the gold cord, the silver cord, the crystal cord, the rainbow cord, but then there's also the lovers. There's a cord between a thread between the lovers. So it's like I could be doing good, but my person, if they're under attack, I'm under attack as well. Does that make sense? Sometimes that's why things are taking a long time because it seems like on both sides, we're good. The other person's having a lot of awakenings, and that may be attack, but with the chariot, they're it doesn't matter how many attacks happen, they're gonna be fine. With the chariot and the temperance, this tower doesn't mean nothing. It means more Cupid's arrow than anything else. Um, but you see, on the periphery, it says right now we're coming into healing because there was a lot of crap before. Literally, we had to bring up this, caca on charges ourselves. Like we have to sit there, lord over, preside over, speak over what been done happen. We need to sit there and tally up all the trauma. I mean, that's what it's saying here. Um, it's interesting too because we don't have any cards that are repeating. What we do have is the Emperor Empress. So what did that say? Allegrezza al cuore, joy of the heart, because union is here. However, somebody's kind of moving in secret, and it's not some kind of operator to do harm or to run amok. It's saying like something here is undercover because somebody is being an enemy of themselves or they're competing. And then we have cycles because things are falling away. They're running out, they're depleting. This inner turmoil, not both parties are not going to be able to sit there and believe anything outside of absolute truth. I also want to know what this Five of Wands with the Strength card is, because there's some kind of Strength card, the Wisdom, Emotional Fortitude. Saturn and Leo means a certain thing. It's pressure that builds the diamond. Yeah. because something good comes out of this, but it's going to have to show out. And there's going to be some kind of transformation here. It may be that we have to be loving when we've been prickly and distant and guarded, because love is trying to come through. Remember, I was saying Cupid's arrow, the Tower of the Two of Cups, the Tower of the Ace of Cups. Those are using Cupid's arrow. So there's going to be some kind of transformation here. We're going to go from one day mean mugging and thugging to the next day all lovey-dovey cutesy. Is what I'm getting here. 6 of Swords. I just heard say disparate. So that's interesting. We're being led out of some kind of stuck energy trying to keep us stuck. So now we have a pairing. Oh, we had a pairing before. We had the Two of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so it might be love that we need to work out. Yeah, you got my love on top. Okay, so it has been weird off. There's been attacks or something like that, and it could have been through people that were close that had access to us, but we would have been going to them for some type of assistance, aid, somebody trying to be helpful. Also, though, if there were attacks or crisis or whatever upheavals, a solution has come. If there isn't, there will be an upheaval because there's some kind of like fake love or having to pretend to be some kind of okay, instead of just being like I'm feeling some kind of way, I'm not well right now, I'm not doing too good at the moment because we have a double ace, a double six, a double two still, and then justice and judgment. So a ruling comes down because of high worth and value. There's something that we're deserving of. We're needing something stable because we want to be in alignment, justice card. We want to be in alignment also with our eternal soul, judgment card, which means we need to move on into calmer waters, get on that river Styx and get to a better dimension. In the infernal kingdom, there's no happiness. In the eternal kingdom, there's no wanting. In paradise, we do a lot of experiencing, and upon the earth, we do a lot of learning. It's still experiencing, but it's more of a learning. Yeah, so something here is undercover. We might be up to world, we might be some kind of official person. We might need to render judgment, execute some kind of discernment. There is an enemy at the gate. It doesn't always mean like an enemy or nemesis. It can mean that we're playing against ourselves. It can mean that it's competitive with Il Nemico versus La Nemica. What is this pair of sixes? Deliranti. Okay, so one thing that I don't even know how to warn about because I'm not seeing it here. Well, actually, I retract that statement. I am seeing it. The Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune talk about a long-term plan coming to a close. The Wheel of Fortune and the Judgment card talk about prophecy. The Wheel of Fortune and the Justice card together talk about verification and skill. And this is saying we've got to keep on doing the good thing that we're doing, not let up, not pivot, not turn a corner and try something new, not stop doing what we're doing because we think we're going to win. We're just waiting for the universe. No, we have to keep doing what we're doing because that's the energy that manifests this thing that we know we're waiting on. We can't do fortune telling or have Priestess Abossi tell us that, oh, something's coming together and we could just sit there and wait, you know. waiting. No, we have to keep putting the energy out there that does the manifestation. And really, it's love. It's part of it is love. Something about love that's new. It can be courting, it can be suiting, and it doesn't always need to be a person. It could be our higher self, but I didn't see it here. The Temperance card does mean the higher self. What is this pair of aces? So that's a new union with the Two of Cups and the Temperance card and the Lovers card. Okay, yeah, there's a new something. This is the third time Il Bambino came. Okay, so there's a malady here. Something is getting pretty extreme. There's a sickness here. If there is any issues, any conflicts, any not right. I didn't see a seven. I didn't see a five of swords. I saw a five of wands. That's karma and hater. So if there is jealousy. So if there is any malady here, amalato, the sickness, if there is any, it's going to come to a close. It's going to be a death, and it's not us. We don't need to know about anything. It's going to be executed on our behalf because we had Amalata before, and now we have the Tore, the healer. So, there's an energy here trying to lord over, speak over, preside over our blessings, our gifts, our abundance, whatever's coming to us, whatever's coming for us. And we haven't even been paying attention to it. We haven't been engaging it with it. We haven't been caring. We're just dealing with whatever's right in front of us. And sometimes we have to take a pivot or deal with whatever the universe intervenes, intercedes in. And this is a person holding some type of grudge. They cater, and it's like spiritual Munchausen's. You know, they they think we're circle the block and come back to them because they gave us intermittent feedback, intermittent affirmation, affection, which means they starve us. It's that whole toxic, yeah, whatever I'm getting is true. It's that whole toxic personality styles way. What is the cycle? Love bomb, diminish and discard, and then hover. Love bomb, diminish and discard, hover. Love bomb, diminish and discard, hover. So that's what they think. If they give us intermittent feedback, intermittent affirmation, that when we're lonely, hungry, angry, tired, we'll circle the block and come back and get some more wounding from them. That's really what they haven't understood is we found our own worth. And we've healed a lot. And the future is great. There's also some saying here about since the Sagittarius moon, something shifted. So when the moon entered into Sagittarius, which was like 5, 7 days ago, I don't know when this video is coming. These videos are about 10 days behind after they're recorded right now. That's how many we got in the can. So during the Aquarius season, when the sun was in Aquarius and the moon moved through the sign of Sagittarius, something shifted. We started to heal. The sun's going to stay in Aquarius, but also the sun's going to move into Pisces, and still there's other things moving into place. And then whenever Mercury enters again into Pisces, that's when things are going to start to turn over and manifest. All of those decisions have been made spiritually, and we're going to be notified of them. So we're like a month out from a completely different, yeah. Don't worry, we already got this. Speranza. Everything's moving into place. and the enemy is behind us. We just need not give them any type of energy. It's honestly, truly, genuinely been a pleasure and an honor to serve you. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so. If anything I said resonated deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book concession, send a donation. Again, my name was Serene Priestess Abossi. I was your oracle today. This was a message about moving the toxicity and the enemy out of the way, and without having to do it ourselves. Basically, our life itself is the vehicle for our spiritual ascension. And we've been so on the healing trajectory, healing journey, that our vibration is starting to repel a lot of energies designed to bind us, to triangulate us, to block us, to cause grief. We're healing from some kind of trauma. We may or may not even know about what this trauma is. What we do know is that we're moving into bigger, brighter, and better days. We're on a healing cycle and healing trajectory is what I want to say. Because we found some kind of practice and tradition where God duties, obligations, or coming from a spiritual mind, we have some also type of supreme execution. It's almost as if we have unconditional love and tolerance, but we also have righteous judgment, or it's almost like the supreme of the universe has started to whisper into our ear. Ultimately, this is in preparation for union, soulmate union, twin flame ascension. So just a quick prayer for all those still lost out there, to illusion, delusion, confusion, lost in the matrix, trapped in the seas of time, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the resplendent grace of the divine and unconditional love and universal oneness. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I pray that your steps are ordered, your path illuminated, and that you find salvation and redemption in this lifetime. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be whole, may you be at peace. May you receive everything you ever wanted, starting with what you deserve. Until we meet again, until we read again, namaste, dandava, and ashe. Sayonara, das vidanya, avidazain. Take good care. Bye-bye.